Oi, oi.
What's
What
happening?
is happening? Welcome back to the episode 7.
Fuck away off, you absolute prick.
Well, we're just having a discussion. We need to stop saying episodes in front of things because we actually recorded four podcasts this week, and I think I says welcome to episode 7. But
You've just been saying episodes in all sorts of
so
random orders.
we're not going to name the episode anymore.
But this is episode 7, so welcome.
Yeah, and one that'll be out this week will be probably me saying episode 7. Now we recorded two podcasts this week. We'll be dropping this week, so
yes, we look forward to that. Two good guests for you. But yes, as always, if you're joining us, thank you. But for anyone listening to this, you can't join us live on a Sunday. We try and go at 8 o'clock, depending on what our schedule's like. But you can catch us on the Facebooks, YouTubes, and over on Twitch. If you can't catch it there, you can catch it on Spotify and Apple Music during the week at some stage. When do you upload it?
As soon as you send me the audio.
Oh, so it's all my fault then. You can go and check out the websites as well, guys. phase2.co.uk and dice.co.uk, d1ce.co.uk.
Yeah, and if you want to learn how to make electronic music, any style of electronic music, you can book us at belfastdjstudio.com. And come and sit in the studio with us for however long you want, and we will teach you what we know.
Yep,
not everything. We'll not teach you everything.
Not yet.
We'll not teach you how to sniff gear at the back.
No, you have to learn that yourself.
You have to learn that yourself. The discreet way of doing it in hotels.
I hate having to do all the wee promo reads, but it's so necessary now, isn't it? You need to keep pushing it. We learned about that. Yes, I'll find out more about that in the upcoming show. But it's been a fun week. Been a very fun week.
Busy, flat to the mat.
Sitting with a lot of different people, finding out a lot of different ideas and upcoming projects that people have going on.
Very insightful.
A lovely dinner with Paul and Hugh and Holly on Friday.
Yeah,
Benedict's was great.
I wasn't there. I wasn't invited. My wee girl was playing a Annie show, and I went and watched her. Family comes first.
Well, that's it, mate. That's why I never went out on Friday night, because Saturday is the day off from all this glorious, wonderful stuff. I've got something in my eye and it's doing my head in.
An eyeball?
No. Oh, don't even say your finger now that I'm rubbing it. I hate that joke as well. Oh, right.
Well, what else? I've seen you loads this week, so I know exactly what your week done.
I know
we're flat to the mat.
There's real what's been happening.
With each other every day. Fuck's sake.
See, did I tell you?
Getting bored to tears.
That week was ick. I was outside of my natural habitat for far longer than I needed to be. But here I was productive today. Got up, made a breakfast for Mother's Day, and then fucking made a phase 2 tune.
Jesus Christ, we're back on phase 2 stuff.
We are. We're back in the phase 2 territory, a bit away for quite some time.
Paid, you see.
That's it. No, as we keep saying, there's a change coming, and now all the pieces are in place. We've got the ideas, and everything's now still gonna be hard, but it'll be. You know us, we always change.
Zorzan, how's it going?
What's happening, Zorza? Hope you're keeping well.
Louise, as always.
Hello, Louise.
The crack lads.
What's that crack?
Were you at Paul Clark the other night?
Last night.
Was it last night?
Yep.
No, it wasn't. It was
last night.
Friday night.
Last night, more important.
Warm pardon.
And then Belfast on Friday. I was thinking,
She says, I like how you both coordinate your outfits.
We really don't.
We don't. I try to dress Dave, and he will not have it.
We do laugh about this.
I'm going to take Dave
so many times.
David James Keir, and he's going to buy stuff, and he'll be coordinated with Sergey.
But no, we do always end up wearing the same coloured stuff, and we never talk about it. Like even the gigs, you'll just show up and we'll be wearing the same coloured shirt. I was like, oh, right, okay, well
it's never coordinated.
No, we've never once sat down like wear a black shirt, wear a white shirt, do this. Just.
No, we did once actually when we got the white and black phase 2 shirts. And I says I'll wear the white one the night you wear the black. Remember?
Because we need a photograph taken.
That's right.
Oh fuck.
I hope you're good anyway.
I was talking to Nicole about silly things that you could do for the social medias. see if you take songs, and this all started again for me being a fucking idiot. If you took songs like from movies and stuff and done them as a Northern Irish version, but not like sang them proper, sang them taking the piss out of like. So there's one from what's the movie called? The Greatest Showman,
Yeah.
and there's this song Never Enough, and some girls, whatever has happened in the movie up to this point, it's such a lovely, beautiful song, and she's singing, "Oh, you'll never be enough for me," and all this here. But see if you sang it in the rendition of Ian Paisley talking about how Ulster will never give up. And instead of being all like, never, 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 never enough, never. And then I was like, you could do that with quite a lot of songs.
I wonder if you could get an Ian Paisley on ChatGPT or someone AI thing. Surely there's a way.
Oh, yeah, voice clone. Yeah, 100%.
Sure, that would be fun. That would be fun. Like.
I was sitting there because she was trying to tell Ruby about it and be all nice, and I just kept being Ian Paisley in the background. And all these wee lines kept happening, and I was like, yeah, you could definitely make that related to the Troubles. Talk about our fucking thousands of spotlights, and I was like, oh, them thousands of spotlights will never be enough. Never, never, never. So, but it would be so good to see what you could actually find in the throes of things and take the opposite meaning of it.
This is not the direction I thought this was going. I thought there was, you know, your wee girl Kirsten that does the NI Stars thing.
Oh, I like actually sings it just with the accent.
She sings a song in a Northern Irish accent, and it's really class. I was like, you're stealing her idea.
No.
There's no way she's going, never.
I mean, just actually take a song that's meant to be nice or something and somehow turn it into a Northern Irish version where you're just like, nah, this ain't happening. And relate it to our fucking...
It's a beautiful day. When do we ever get days like this?
To collect our DLA. DLA.
It's a beautiful day.
See, mate, it's there. That's another fucking great idea that I'm going to have that would do absolutely nothing on.
And someone else will listen to this and do it.
100%. 1,000,000%. We were having a laugh about this off camera. We'll not say it, but there's been a few ideas that I've floated over the last few years, and they've all come to fruition for other people because I haven't bothered my whole following through on them because, you know, making music and all that.
I know that's it. Like I'm a goer. If I have, whenever you come to me with an idea, I'm like, yes, right. I support you on this, and then it just never happens.
Never.
And then, you know what I mean? Like, so if we'll do an event or something, I just go and let's go. So you need to force me into making your ideas come to life.
Right. No, you need to force me a bit more. You need to be like, right, come on, sidestep that. You've got 6 tunes sitting there. You could fucking go and spend a wee bit of time on this. I must say, I do feel a lot more alive, awake, alert, and enthusiastic than when we were sitting with Paul. My head was fucking banging. So even watching the back on the editing, I'm just like going, you can't be hold. Not that I couldn't be hold. I enjoyed it, but my head was just banging. I was like, oh.
What are you doing? Trying to say Paul was talking shit?
No, he was talking loud. But it was, I didn't feel that it was my normal self that I could really chirp in. You led the conversation an awful lot of the way, but I do feel a lot more back the action.
Things go. Like.
You'll see what I mean in a couple of weeks.
Paul Clark and Holly the Destroyer the point is being vague, but the podcast will be out this week. So.
Oh, I thought we already said.
No.
Oh, well. You heard it here first, guys.
Yeah. Nah, it was good. I had a good week. We fucking finished loads of music, done 4 shows, and then made a phase 2 tune today.
Yeah.
Hard techno.
I know. What were the chances of that coming about? I'm more interested about Annie though. Like, you went and watched the musical. I couldn't believe, first of all, that you'd never seen Annie or didn't know anything about it. Like, that's
I knew the songs, like It's a Hard Knock Life, and like Once They Were playing, but
I knew all the bangers. Like,
for some reason, I thought that was Oliver Twist.
Jesus Christ!
Like, so even Oliver Twist, I haven't seen it since. See, whenever I was that age, I was like getting fucking 10 days. I wasn't going and watching.
I was in Oliver Twist in primary school.
Like primary school, I was fucking one of the 3 ways man. We didn't do shit like that. You were full Jesus.
And this was I think maybe P6 or P7. You done the full Jesus bangers right up to then, and then you were given like an opportunity to do something a wee bit different.
Yeah.
I always remember, mate. Oh, I just had a full flashback. That was like a core memory of an embarrassing situation as a child. and we were sitting doing the rehearsals for.
When you get caught with your trousers down with the priest.
Oh, that wasn't really something you got caught with, mate. It was sort of you were ushered in next.
What's happening, Claire? Welcome back.
What's happening,
Good
Claire?
to see you for our
Uh,
Sunday night hang.
I hang over in your case.
I know. I ended up blocked last night, everyone.
I got caught talking to someone in the back whenever we were rehearsing one of the songs, right? And the teacher was like, right, the two of you can come up here and you can sing this bit together. And I was like, right, okay. And as we both were counting in to be punished to sing in front of everybody, he lapped it and I went for it. But as I went for it and then realized he lapped it, my voice went really funny. So instead of going, have you got any milk? I went, have you got any milk? And everyone just laughed at me, man. I was scunned. Like, what is that, like
Brilliant.
9 or 10? Scundered, mate. Just sitting there going, you're a dick, man. You're a dick. I could not believe it. And he's just sitting going, huh? And then the teacher let him off with him. I was fucking raging.
We teacher's pet. I know. I enjoyed that show. Like, I know the story now, but honestly, I've never even heard of it.
The NI Stars one put on a good show.
They do.
They
Mate,
really
but
do.
it was meant to start at 7:30, and obviously I say that if I'm out early enough, I'll come down and meet you for dinner because 8:15 or something was meant to go for at 8:30. Usually we're getting the table was booked.
Aye.
But then they end up getting into it because one of the people who was like one of the main characters in the thing ended up waiting and backstage.
Yes,
So they had to bring someone else in, and then they also had a dog who played the dog.
Aye, Sandy.
They ended up having to get a human to do it because the dog wouldn't sit with crowds there. So it was a whole fuck up.
Fuck away off. Did they have a dog costume?
Well, like a tail, black t-shirt and trousers and a tail.
Right, okay. The CGI that in there, will they?
But no, it was good. Like, and we actually smashed it. She was one of the kids, obviously in the orphanage. But she was singing.
I mean, I got a lot of Annie up here. Like, I was with a movie that I.
No, who stole the show? No, the girl that runs the orphanage. What do you call her?
Oh, Mrs. Hannigan.
Mrs. Hannigan. Aye. See the wee girl that played her.
Or Miss Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan. See the wee girl that played her. She stole the show.
Like. Oh, Miss Hannigan's a bitch. Like. But see the original Miss Hannigan. Like, she used to just lie in the bath drinking vodka and just throwing the bottle up and back up.
Yeah.
I remember whenever I first started going out with Nicole, I stole her phone one day. I stole her phone one day, right? And I'm highly doubting that this character wasn't in the NI Stars performance. There's a character called Punjab from the original Annie, and he is this kind of right-hand man stroke top butler of the rich guy, Daddy Warbucks.
Yes.
Right?
The butlers were in it, like.
Aye.
But there was a girl butler.
It probably wasn't Punjab though.
No, definitely.
Aye. So I got a picture of Punjab and put it up on her Facebook when she went off to the toilet and just didn't say anything. Just sat there, like, just picture. Oh, my favorite character. Picture of Punjab. Said nothing, just sitting there. Now Nicole's phone's always on mute, so I know she's not getting the notifications. Then eventually she looks at her phone, and everyone from her work's been like, "Oh my goodness, are you sitting watching Annie? Oh, we really need to fucking watch this. I must say to such and such." All these girls from her work and all talking about this. Like, what the fuck is all this about? And then she looked at the pictures, like, "Why is this on my Facebook?" I just started laughing. She's like, "What have you done?" And see now, this has been a running joke. Excuse me, for the past number of years now. Any chance, like, excuse me, I will try and put Punjab up on her Facebook, or like, I'll just send her a picture of Punjab. Just for a laugh.
Punjab sounds like a fucking Belfast name for your pussy.
It definitely doesn't sound like a Belfast name.
Send us a picture of your Punjab.
Is that not like those people that ask for see your boobs and vagine?
And I see a picture of your Punjab, love.
So are you an Annie fan now?
I wouldn't say that. I'm a whatever my wee girl does fan.
Sure, was it Austin Powers 3 that done thing of Annie? Only they're in the jail instead of in an orphanage. Him and Mini-Me.
Oh, why? Right. So that's part of that. I know
there's the picture. All I did was just put that up and just say favorite character. That was it. And just left him up. And he's such an obscure character.
That's such an obscure Facebook rape too. We used to write Oh, just want to let everyone know that I'm finally coming out of the closet.
Oh, no, that was I always like to really go as close as I could. Like if you're gonna do it, it has to seem like you haven't done. I once did the whole coming out of the closet thing, but not for me. I went on and said that
You came out of the closet.
I not see my brain isn't fucking working. You went out of the house, and I was like, "Here, you get into the house." It's like, "Of course you're going into the fucking house. Where would you be going?"
I didn't even hear you say that.
I once done it on Ralph, but this was back when at the time where Ralph had no interest in women, and I did think that he might have been gay, so I was trying to force the issue. So we left his Facebook open, and this was a rare fucking occurrence. Ralph is never on Facebook, so to have it open in front of you, I was like, this is a one-time fucking chance. And I wrote it as nice as I could to be like, look, I just want to say that I'll appreciate the support or whatever, but me and Michael Biddles are in a relationship. And you know what the best part about it was? He was walking down the Castlereagh Road and people were like, "Mate, I'm so glad that you finally came out." Like people from like in the bars and all that you went drinking in. I think you're an absolute wanker. And it's the only time I've ever I killed Biddles, sure, I've told that story. Right, went up and just fucking left. I'm sorry, he's gone. And then we were all just on a come down with dead batteries.
Fucking hell, mate.
Those were the days. You can't really do that to anybody on our TikTok now. Just go and steal it and take a video. Go, ha ha ha! I'm fucking up your algorithm. Bye.
That's the only thing you can do. Fuck someone's algorithm up, something shit. It's boring, isn't it?
Aye, but that's life now, isn't it?
I know.
But that
it's
is
like the evolution of music, mate. Like it's just got so mad and boring.
But it is like you look how social media started, and it was what Bebo,
MySpace was the first one, but Bebo was the first one I used. Like
yeah,
Bebo was definitely the first one.
Facebook dominated. Twitter came in and done a bit, and you could never really see a future without Facebook until TikTok came in.
TikTok
and COVID
even Instagram
happened.
as well, yeah. I know Facebook owned Instagram, but Instagram took everyone away from Facebook.
You'd Snapchat for a while, but then Snapchat, I don't know how to use Snapchat anymore.
I still use it. Like I still have we flick through like, but it's
as you say though, it is like the evolution of music.
Everyone in the chat listening, what's your favorite social media thing? What do you listen to the most?
Or use?
Yeah. Or what would be? See if you go into your screen time. What is taking up the most screen time?
See, my screen time is not even a fair reflection because I'll watch something on my phone and fall asleep after 10 minutes, but then it doesn't lock itself, so it'll just be screened.
That's what you're telling yourself. Is it not when you open an app?
Is that how it works? I don't know. I thought it was just however long your phone screen was.
Because mine, when you go in, it'll say like an hour Facebook, an hour like it tells you.
I wouldn't imagine my screen. Well, no, but I watch a lot of stuff during the day whenever I'm working. Like I have it sitting there when I'm doing spreadsheets and stuff. So again,
YouTube
it's not
probably fucking big numbers.
YouTube, yeah. Wink, wink.
Pornhub.
I was more thinking those dodgy apps that you get all the programs on, but all them documentaries that aren't out yet. But yeah,
Facebook Reels or TikTok. So there you go. Claire says Facebook Reels or TikTok. It's the same thing, really. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The Reels on Facebook are just a couple of weeks behind TikTok.
I've noticed that. So what the fuck is Zanga? Jesus Christ, 2002-ish. I would have been 14. I had no time for the internet. I was just straight out playing football. I was a
I don't even know if I had a computer in my house back then, for fuck's sake.
I did. I got one when I was in P7, so 11. With dial-up internet.
That it's definitely YouTube, but it's because I'm always watching shit to fall asleep. Yeah, I do that, but I'm not actually watching. I'm just listening to it. Fucking on a Falklands War, fucking run at the minute. Fuck's sake.
You're in a full circle.
It is, mate. Like, fucking go ahead, boys. How do you go down there so quick and rack the RGs? We stuck our ships full of British bullets. Fucking, but I know I love YouTube too. YouTube's probably mine. I would guess YouTube is the most, because the stuff I watch on YouTube are hour longs, like 2 hours. You know what I mean? So, well, when I say watch, I'm not I'm YouTube Premium, you see, so I can lock my phone and stick it in the pocket.
You love that, like, don't you?
Oh, mate. I
It's like
remember
a
saying,
weird flex that you have.
I
Oh,
remember
YouTube Premium.
Niall McKern, we had Niall McKern on the show, and he says, mate, you have to do it. And I was like, nah, I'm not fucking giving them 20 quid a month or whatever it is. And then I'd done the first month free, no, just so we went away to Paris so that they all could like watch the stuff on their phones. Or when we went on holiday, it was last year. And I fucking haven't looked back since.
You'd give them so much money as if you
I
GB
agree.
money.
So it is like the YouTube Premium is so worth it.
I don't use it enough. I don't use anything enough
Yeah.
to warrant paying 20 quid a month to unlock adverts.
It's not even that, but it means you can pause it and put it in your, or like lock your phone and put it in your pocket. Do you know what I mean? That's another big thing. So you can listen to things without
I would say
actually
yes,
having to.
that would be good, but
That's
I'm
only,
not willing to pay a score a month just to listen
and
to
you can
YouTube.
download stuff onto your phone, which means when you're on a plane and you have no internet connection, you can rewatch it.
No, see that though. That is what is spoiling music. Like you look back when music for like electronic music, say right first began, there was no internet, there was no nothing. All you had lots of different machines. You were like recording bits of stuff and then taking the tape and cutting it off here, like
I
literally
watch.
cutting and pasting it. Like hands are molding shit, and then you have to get it into the hands of someone that's going to turn it into a vinyl record.
Yeah.
Like that, there's that whole process of making a song then is astronomically different compared to what it is now. But that's why music was adored so much by I think more back then than what it is now.
Yeah.
Like
It
tunes
meant
will last.
it's so the the conveyor belt of music now is insane. It's just continually rolling. Whereas back then, like you had to wait on the next Fatboy Slim record, maybe a couple of months.
Yeah.
You would have heard it in the Fatboy. I watched a documentary on Fatboy Slim of him making it, and that's what he was doing. He was recording each line into the DAW.
Yeah.
And it was, do you ever remember like the old big fucking Windows 98 computers with
I with the big backs and all that.
he was doing it on one of them, and you could see that when they were videoing it, you couldn't even see a screen because the lines were no flickering.
Oh,
And but that's what he was doing. Like, and so he done that, and then he had to get it pressed, and then or he had to get a label to then decide they wanted to release it. Then he had to get it pressed, and then once it was pressed, they had to distribute it around the world to all these like HMV or whatever the fuck it was.
and even that, it's not even getting DJs and stuff to play your music.
Yeah,
It's not
you
a
have to
case of
post it to
set in
them.
a Dropbox.
Uh,
Like you have to, you have to have a physical copy of a vinyl sent to them or given to them
Yeah.
for them to then go into, and you then don't know how it went down. You have to solely rely on their word. Like none of this, good tune, mate, great track, because how do you know your track's gotta be good? Like there's no
7 out of
video
10,
footage, there's
good
no
track.
fucking
I
any of that
know.
shit. That meant a lot more if someone was like, yeah, no, that's a great track, because if someone says it's a great track, then it must have been a fucking great track, not like whatever.
Different times, man. Different times. It's so easy now. Like
But it's one of these
the
ones.
music now, I would say, but see, even like so the lowest quality tracks are much better produced than the stuff back
Well,
then.
that's what I was going to say though. It's one of those things you kind of traded up. Music had a lot more value and worth back in the 70s, 80s, 90s,
but you
maybe the
were
90s.
trading off, yeah.
But the quality really wasn't there. But is that because every genre was kind of trying to find its feet? And once it then became mainstream or commercialized, then there was a lot more focus on this needs to be the polished article as opposed to the raw underground sound of
It's
the
just
quality's not
experience
the
too.
best.
Whenever Fatboy Slim and Daft Punk and all them were doing that stuff, like they were the first, like they were the first. You know what I mean? So now everyone understands that what fucking EQs do and compression, and you know what I mean? Like it's sort of, if you want to be a music producer, it's one of the first things you have to learn is how what an EQ does. So back then it wasn't so much a big deal, and when you were EQing back then, you were using hardware. So you were like just turning like a pool tack EQ
But again,
knob.
that you're feeling your music back then, like whenever you turned stuff and recorded it and it just hit it, you were like, yes, like you could sit there for 2 hours tweaking, and having that ability kind of takes away half of the fun.
I told you, mate. I look at hardware synths. I look at hardware compressors and hardware EQs, and I'm like, I want to spend £800 to buy that, like, But then I'm like, I will buy that and like the virus. I'll never use it.
No,
That'll
it'll
just
just
be an
sit there.
ornament.
Yeah.
But it just looks
nice.
cool.
Yeah,
Like, you
it
know what
looks
I mean?
cool.
Like, it looks cool as fuck. Like that virus just sits there. We never use it now.
No,
But I could sell that for $1,000 maybe.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Like,
but it's not. It's it looks nice, but it's not that we can't use it. It's just the software doesn't enable us to.
It's not that we don't use it. It's literally because virus was taken over. The company is now not updating the software for the meet the hardware. So the only way to use
Are they
it
not?
properly, no. So the company have basically that's it. They want you to use it as a live instrument, so you can plug it into your keyboard. We could use it if we plugged it into the keyboard
Yeah.
and used it as hardware, but you can't use the VST of it
All right,
anymore.
right, okay.
You can if you're on Windows and you just backdate to like Windows
Aye.
10, but on from Mojiv or something onwards on the Mac, you can't update it. Remember, because we were using it like fucking hardstyle, and then
Oh, aye.
one day we updated the computer and just stopped working. And I went down this rabbit hole for ages, and it was like, "Fuck, we're never
That
getting
was a
this
sad
back."
day because we were in the middle of a track too whenever that happened.
I've done everything too to try and I've got virus emulators there. I've tried everything. It just doesn't work. Evening, Andy. Hope you're well, brother.
What's happening, Andy? Hope you have a good evening. Not down too much.
Oh, I was down the day. Why? I drank a couple of bottles of wine last night. I was in bed early and all like.
Couple of bottles, Jason.
Made fucking. I will no, sorry, 2 bottles between you and her, so a bottle each.
After the amount of shit you give me for all my drinking that I've done.
You've not got drink in the head.
I haven't done one episode of the new podcast under the influence of beer.
Is that right?
No.
Didn't even notice.
Not one. The last podcast I drank on was the final Not Face podcast. The Christmas show.
That was a wild one.
But no, stop the beers for the podcast. I would like beers in the podcast.
Mate, no, we're watching Euphoria.
You were saying,
mate, it's fucking nuts. Like, it's madness, mate. Like, the main character is addicted to fucking heroin, and she's 17, and she's going to AA meetings and all. She's overdosed twice.
Right.
It's fucking nuts, mate. It's chaotic as fuck, but it's one of them ones you want to know what happens next. You know, like at the end of it's the HBO, like when Game of Thrones starts, you're just like, let's go.
Okay, I'm sucked in here.
We'll do another one.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? The Last of Us starts like that. It's like, the white noise, and it comes up. HBO goes, and you're like, yes, let's go. Well, when second season of The Last of Us will be coming out, surely
not for a
while. It was
while.
last year, wasn't it?
Aye, but the what they're trying to do is they're shooting 2 seasons at once. Because see, you haven't played the second game. So the second game is 2 games in one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say this without at least spoilers as possible. You play it from the eyes of 2 different characters. One is Ellie, and one is a person who works for the bad guys on the other side. And it tells you the same story through conflicting views and how you're the hero in your story, but somebody else is the bad guy in your story. But in their story, they're the good guy and you're the bad guy. And you kind of, it's a very well told tale.
Right.
But they're trying to shoot it. I think, I'll check here now. But I think the last time I heard they're trying to do it as 2 as 1 because the way the story interlocks, it would be shit to try and sort of shoot now and then shoot in a year's time. So it's if there were one of these ones, we're going to take 2 years. The way that seems to be common practice now, at least
especially
you're going to get a cohesive story as opposed to we'll just lump this in and then wait for.
Well, they have the game to follow, so there's no reason why they shouldn't.
Yeah, but the story is so fucking good. Put it this way, right? You're Ellie pretty much as the main character. Nicole was a big fan of Ellie, loved the first game, loved the story, and by the end of the second game was like, I don't like her anymore. Because the story is told so fucking good as what happens.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I love that, mate. Every Monday it was coming out, just waiting for it to drop.
It's in production, expected release date of 2025.
Because it was 2 years ago. The House of the Dragon, was out, and it's dropping this July, I think.
Right. Okay.
Game of Thrones.
Pedro Pascal's done well for himself.
He has, hasn't he?
He's doing a Star Wars movie now as well.
Is it? You see, Gina Carano's fucking suing him.
Aye,
I listened to a podcast with her on it the other day, and like, see what happened to her. Actually, I thought just off the media attention, she said some real crazy shit. She didn't really say anything.
No, there was
bad.
nothing bad,
It was
but
nothing bad.
it's because of
she was
the
political views.
sequences around it, and obviously Disney's view and election year and all that, and that was just it. They wrote her out of Star Wars quite well. They literally gave one line, and that was it. She was gone, but she's still alive. It's like, oh, she got assigned to another part of the galaxy. That was it. Gone. That was her character ruling.
So there is a chance if this lawsuit's going to bring in fucking it, because apparently she's suing for months because they wrote a new series for her. She was meant to have a standalone. So like it's hundreds of millions she lost.
She lost out
She's
big
going
time
for
for
all
that.
that.
It was what the Rangers of the New Republic or something was meant to be, but yeah, she lost big. But it was so funny how they just was like
250 million that she's suing for. Elon Musk was took her in and says, "Here, I reckon you have a case here," and put a lawyer on it, and they're like, "I don't know, you do all right here."
You've got Elon Musk back in the all right, and sure, if all else fails, you can go and be the first actress on Mars.
That's it.
And that'll be that. Or she retired from the UFC, didn't she?
She never fought in the UFC. She fought Strike Force, but she's well past that now. I didn't know she used to go with Batman or Superman, Henry Cavill.
Oh, right, okay.
She went with him for years.
No, I didn't know that either. I'm not well into the.
Never mind. I said, listen to a podcast.
I'm sure
and she was explaining everything. She's just like she's really nice. But whenever I went in listening to it, I was like, oh, this podcast is going to be mad because she's a hater.
Aye.
She wasn't at all.
Oh no, very, very softly.
But that shows you how the media
calm.
fucking get you. I was like, fuck, she's actually dead on.
Which is very well spoken. She's very softly spoken, like it is. It's very calm.
Yeah, she wasn't
intelligent.
She was like, it was during COVID, and she didn't like that she had to wear masks. That's all she was saying.
Yeah. It's like, why am I going to take my views on medicine from you who don't have any real thing on medicine?
There were a lot of people say it, but again, everyone that did say it back then was in trouble, you know what I mean?
Aye, but it didn't cost them hundreds of millions of dollars.
See, this is the thing.
And that's where the problem lies, man. I was going to say something there, I've completely forgotten now. I can't believe that you... So I'm still in shock by it, so I'm just going to call you out in it now. Out of all the shit you have got from being diabetic and used for diabetes, the one time that it would be actually useful to us, you have just never used it.
I know. I was unaware of it.
No.
I was unaware of this.
But you use your diabetes for everything.
No, not everything. Like, if it's going to get us out of a bit of shit, I'll use it. Like,
yeah.
Which this weird.
Yeah.
So I can get extra 10 kilograms of hand luggage on the plane for medical purposes and skip all the
So just to clear that as well, the extra 10, is it just you because you're diabetic, or is it you and
me?
So just you.
Just me. So what is he allowed on?
It's like, that's my bag, but he's carrying it for me.
So it's like, I think it's 20 all in. Because it's on top of what I already have.
What you're allowed.
Yeah.
And you can also get...
Because my wee girl's diabetic, and my missus and her are on a plane every week going dancing. Like a couple of times a month they're going to England dancing. And they've been using this. And I didn't realise until I went away with both of them. I was like, why the fuck, Heller, did you not tell me about this? He says, well, the next time, once your flights are booked, I'll phone whatever your airline is and I'll sort it out for you. I was like, you fucking legend. No, you don't have to queue up or nothing. You just walk straight through.
Like, whenever you say walk straight through.
So, like, see if you're at the desks, if you're leaving bags on, if you're doing whatever, you're going through security, there's a disabled one and there's a non-disabled one. You go into the disabled one.
For leaving bags?
Everything. That's where we got the most benefit in Paris, was the leaving the bags.
Is it way away from the normal check-in?
No, it's right beside it. So, like, there's the queue, you go round zigzag, and then right beside it, there's a disabled one.
On every single one of them.
And every single one, you just walk straight down. We just banter straight down. And I was like, what's going on here? And she's like, oh, because I have the medical things for the kids. And I was like, why don't you tell me about this now? Like,
so obviously you can't skip security. You still have to do all that.
There's a disabled queue for security too.
What
we never done it because the both times it was empty, so we just walked through anyway. It wasn't an issue, but yeah, you can
just walk up and go, I'm disabled and he's with me. And what about getting on the plane?
We never used to getting on the plane either. We just sat and waited. Like, it didn't
I
bother.
like the way we normally do.
I was like, again, it wasn't really a
Can you
big
not
deal.
get off
I'm
okay
sure.
quicker?
I'm sure you probably
That's
could.
where
Like.
I'm very interested in it, Mr.
I'm
Jason.
sure you probably could. I'm sure if you say here,
I'm diabetic and I need off the plane first.
But they don't know. You just phone up and say, I have diabetes. This is what Heller's told me. You just phone up and say, listen, I have type 1 diabetic. I have to have my pump and my insulin and everything with me, but I don't have enough room in my hand luggage case, so I'm going to need it. Know what I mean? And they give you the medical exemption. But once you have that, it doesn't matter whether you're diabetic or you're whatever. They don't ask questions. They just, that's on your boarding pass. Where you go.
So they don't even ask to see medical records?
No, they just ask. Do you know what I mean? Because like
you literally just give the nation a way to get cheap baggage.
Well, if you have a condition, obviously you have to have a condition. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, but if they're not asking for medical records, what's to stop me phoning up and saying I'm diabetic?
I don't know about that actually. I've never phoned up.
Right.
We'll need to ask Heller after what you have to say.
Allegedly, that's what you do.
No, but see, now you say that, there surely has to be something you have to do.
Of course, you can't just phone up and be like, here, I'm diabetic.
There must be something you have to send in.
Well, at least we know now that you can get us sorted in the airports.
Well, this is it, mate. Then, not only that, we can bring the podcast equipment and all with us free of charge, because whenever we brought the podcast equipment with us before, you had to pay to put a bag on. Yeah. I mean, you can't really ask promoters and then us either. Like, it's an extra fucking 50 quid to put a bag on.
I know that.
Fuck.
Not when you've got diabetes.
No, not when you're diabetic. Yeah.
But that will be good, because again, even just sitting in the hotel room,
there's nothing drives me more, mate, is fucking. See, when you get there and remember Ranner got you a smasher, mate.
I was so.
It's not mega money, but it's annoying as fuck.
When you're standing there about to walk on the plane, they go, give me 60 quid because your bag's an inch bigger than what it was last time.
It is, I know.
Or for them.
It's giving the fuckers the money, it does my head.
It was whenever you were in Southampton, and we were coming back from working with Matt, and we flew there, no problem.
That was this time 5 years ago.
Was it?
It was on the time happened there.
And you were like, you're not taking this bag. Well, it's not fitting in this wee thing. You're like, I'm diabetic. I've got all my shit in there. And then you just turned it upside down because the wheels were blocking it and just fucking battered it in. There, and I've never seen you look so smug. But they were, because remember they were like, well, I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to need to phone Belfast and alert them immediately.
That's right, man.
Fuck up. It's just a couple of wheels. Wind your neck in. And then you just turned it upside down and bashed it in, and they were raging, and you were just like, see that, you dick, adios. Diabetes, mate, away.
They would never have got that bag off me, like, not in a million years. Even if it didn't fit in there, they would not have got that bag off me. Like,
I'll just ride in a cargo hold, not the prize it from a cold dead hands.
You want me to, you're not letting me on the plane? No problem. I'm sure the Southampton Evening Standard will have something to say about that.
You just go into like the wee fucking shop and buy a tins of Coke and be like, I'm gonna get myself fucking really bad diabetes here, and you fuck are gonna have to suffer.
Straight on searching Southampton buy and sell. Don't go to Southampton Airport.
They're fucking racist because they hate diabetes.
Fucking what illnesses?
Are you racist people?
No, because we can be any colour.
Would you not like round all your people up and go and
buy you might have diabetes, mate. The fucking suitcases we bring with us.
Hey, if they don't need medical record, they still can.
No, there has to be something, but she'll ask Heller that though, and then confirm next week.
Not for all you guys though, because that will get us in trouble.
I know.
We will confirm it though; it'll be all good.
But no, actually, she's been doing it for fucking. Well, since Icy started dancing last February, she didn't do it at the start, but from like last summer onwards,
yeah.
But
it'll be good as well for going over the Logic Festival and stuff, because a lot of the guys normally stay in the same hotel as us. So here, give us an hour of your time and come and sit in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's that. Even you're like saying getting that, you could hide that for an hour. Do you know what I mean? That's just like holding my dick for going for a piss.
You could, but the buzz, you hit that bottom thing, it just crackles.
Yours does, mine doesn't.
I
had absolutely zero confidence when I went into that. I'm like, no.
I knew it was going to do it. They all do it.
I was like, I don't want to scare you guys out there. Oh, mate. But yeah, I'm looking forward to dabbling a wee bit in the old hard techno.
I enjoyed that tune. Good job.
As I said, I don't know. I feel like it might be lacking something in the middle. But again, is it because I had something in the middle originally and then got rid of it? That's why I'm feeling that there's something there. It's like phantom pain when you
It's
kind of
hard. It's hard to. I don't really. And it all again. Hard techno just sounds all the same to me. Whenever I listen to it, like
Yeah.
what Paul was saying the other day, like hard rave sounds. That sort of sound is different than the stuff that we were listening to there.
Mm.
It is like that's more transy. That stuff there.
Yeah.
I don't know how to articulate it, but it's weird. It's like there is a difference between what is classed as hard techno and what is classed as early hard style. It's not early hard style, but that sort of sound.
Yeah.
It's different. Like
Because you've got, excuse me, you've got that old sort of lead stabby synth sound, just sort of hard trancy kind of
kick and
gated
bass, yeah.
kicks and kick and bass, and that's just what early hard style was based around. It was just
Like seeing you
kick
think back
and
about the
a bass.
evolution of hardstyle. So back then it was just kick and bass, 7 minute long bangers, right? And then we went into like the donkey roller sort of stuff. Like before the pitch kicks though.
It started getting
know what I mean?
proper evil, some weird fucking
Yeah.
vocals, but it was dark.
It was dark,
yeah.
And then you got into the new styly fucking sort of like no one can stop us.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff.
Pitch kicks. Zatox really fucking Well, Zatox was really good in the early days as well, but then he was well off when it came to the pitch kicks and stuff.
Yeah. And then he found his groove. It is mad that the how it went, and now we're getting back to it went full circle. Like,
yeah,
I keep seeing all the hardstyle artists on Twitter saying is 2024 the year of hardstyle, and they're not saying it in that. They're saying it is because ironically because all the techno DJs are playing hardstyle.
Well, even Isaac said that when he was over. It's like his early tunes are all having such a resurgence now because all these techno DJs are playing it.
Some techno DJs are playing tunes he made 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Says it's just went bang on like Spotify.
But it's just because of that gated. Like we listened to some old sets the other day, and there's lacking so many key elements that you would have now in tracks. But there's still
respaces, or not even a respace, just a low end in the breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
All it was, your low end was coming from just a lower part of your synth. So your bass note was actually in your synth pattern.
Even the tracks, like,
you know what I mean?
It wasn't even blended. It kind of like your opening section would end, and it would go
down sweep.
And you just had to just filter and up and up and up. Like there was no real like pads or, as you say, reese or anything coming in. It was just right. We'll just filter this next bit up here, and then once it come in, we'll throw a clap, 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 do a wee roll, and then we'll drop dum 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 dum. And there was no real elements to it, but it was so fucking powerful.
Well, ideas, but listening now, like I remember I used to think, "Fuck, that's genius," and now listening to it now, you're like, you know how the sausage is made. It's like, fuck off. Why did you not put a bass line there?
Because again, as we said earlier, the equipment wasn't there to be able to do it when hardstyle was still made. Like, be talking Ableton 2 or 3, like you still had a lot of hardware involved. Ableton was more to help you record shit in instead of having to manually do it.
I know, because remember, like, it used to take days to make kick drums.
Yeah.
That takes a couple of hours. You can make you have the kick drum in a few minutes. It's just mixing it with a track takes the longest. Like, it's crazy. Like,
but as you were saying to me the other day here, it's mad how quick you can fly. Like even that tune there's no pitch kicks, nothing. It's just a straight kick the whole way through. And whenever you don't have to blend so many different elements of like a hardstyle track together to make them all sound well, you can just rattle through stuff because it is so clean.
I talk to Shugs about this too. Like some most of the leads we're using now, it's just one single lead.
Yeah.
So what your aim is just to make sure that lead is big enough and wide enough and sounds loud within the mix over the kick. So you're just trying to keep it like, whereas whenever you're trying to layer 6 leads,
and you're trying to find the sweet
you're
spot.
You're trying to pull frequencies out of each one, trying to make it all sit right. It's so like you all you're trying to do is make sure that every element that this is when you're creating all sort of dance music, you're trying to make sure every element in the track has its own space within the mix.
Yeah.
Now, if you're working with a project with 150 channels, that can become really difficult
Like
because there's so much going on.
yeah, and then it's whenever, like we've had so many times when you're sitting here and you are fucking getting so pissed off at this 1 second, and you're like, "Where's that sound?"
Yeah,
And you're having to solo down all these different channels to figure out, right, where's that sound coming from? Right, okay, once you
yeah,
find that, why is it doing
yeah,
that? But you don't really hear it unless you're really, really listening
yeah.
for it. Like the casual listener, if you'd released it, wouldn't be like, there's
But
that
you,
wee
you
second
know, it's,
delay pop going in there, but you know
but it
it's
can make a
there.
big difference to the end master too, though. Like, cause see, once you start mastering it, that wee delay that goes an extra bar will be instantiated. It'll be bigger. It'll be you'll hear it more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's whenever you come the issue at the end. But when you're working with 40, 50 channels, like it's quite easy. You know, right? The hi hats and the claps they're going to sit around here. The lead's going to be here. All you need to do is duck the lead away out of the way of the vocal, so it becomes a lot easier to do. But it makes your job kind of harder to try and make the sound bigger
Bigger,
without a
yeah.
few layers. You know what I mean? But it's definitely easier to do. Like,
But yeah, that again, it's the
or is it easier to do because we made Batadam in a hotel room?
yeah,
And there was quite a lot of channels in that. Have we just got better?
that could be what it is.
We made Batadam in like a couple of hours. Like,
But we're making hardstyle for. I know it's not even the making of the tune. It's again. You're sacrificing one thing, as you were saying. Ah, yes, it is easier because you're less leads, but it's harder to get it fatter. But at the same time, it's a different style of music. It's
yeah,
not about having big fat leads or anything like that. There, it is just rave dance music. Like
yeah.
that's what the whole key of the electronic dance music scene is built on. Just wee synths and sounds and stuff like that. There, it's not.
A wee bit of a groove
It's
to get you
obviously
moving.
evolved
Yeah.
to where it is now, where it's all big cinematic shit in
No,
places. But
I put it down to fucking. Well, no, why it's so popular. Producers got lazy. And they were like, let's try and do as little as possible and get the bigger reaction. And then people started banning it. They're like, happy days.
but that's it. I think we touched on this. I don't even know if it's one of the ones we put out or not yet. If we have, apologies. The because it's so easy now to put music out into the world. If you have a following, like a good internet following, then these people will think that your music's class, therefore making other people think that this is
Yeah.
class music. So it makes music become simpler because you've got people who aren't, it's a casual listener going, yeah, that's class. And then other producers are like, oh, well, they're getting lots of whatever off this here.
But then what we did talk about, but then what them people they're not actually banned into that person's music. They're banned into that person.
Yeah.
They're banned, so like they're banned into the brand of that person. And people think, oh, it's because of the music that person's making, why he's so popular. When
Yeah.
it's not, it's because of high acts, high looks, high social media presences. It's not actually the music that is the
Or
popular
she.
thing. Or she. Sorry for being sexist.
Come on now. We have to try.
Now it is a strange old game, like, and the evolution of music the past since COVID has been like I never seen any of this coming. You sort like see before that you sort of had an idea what was going to happen. I mean, dubstep would get popular, and you would go, "Oh, we see there's going to be loads of dubstep influences in hardstyle or loads of tech house influence because that's getting popular."
Yeah.
Now it's just like see whenever I get tunes or hear tunes, I'm like, I don't even know what genre of music this is.
Yeah, it's been labeled as one thing,
Uh,
but it's not
uh,
really.
like and you can't really go into Beatport and go multi-genre thing
Yeah.
because like it has to have a genre,
And you haven't got the time to be sitting scrolling through
but no one knows
everything.
like no one's making like
Genre
specific music.
Yeah. It's like the way like there's techno tunes that are raw style. Like that's not a techno tune. Not at all.
It's
There's
fucking
no
it's
way you
touching
can.
fucking French core
Yeah.
sometimes fuck's sake, or up tempo.
But whatever you want to put on it, everything has to have a label these days. Whatever you want to put on it.
That's what we're going through this dilemma here at the moment. But we have a ton of dice tunes. Some of them you have heard. And we're like, what sort of label what do you send this to? And then whenever you're trying to when you're sending it through like Label Radar and all, it asks you to give a genre, and you're like, what is it?
And that's it.
What kind of music is it?
You're being at the first hurdle because you're trying to encompass it to say here, right, and then that will then aim out to who it's going to go to. But if it's not labeled as the correct genre, then it's not going to go to the right labels.
Yeah,
that are going to sign it. But again, we're fresh to this little pond. This is all new to us.
it is. Do you hear Shuggy's new one?
Yeah.
Radio. Oh man, so good. Like, fair play to him. It's an absolute whopper. I'll
like every tune that he makes.
No, but this one's different, mate. This one's special. I really like it. It's so catchy. It's DNA catchy, like.
Right. Okay.
He only released it yesterday. He said I seen him saying that it was his highest streaming track in one day ever. So.
Is it a free one or
no? It's a release. It's a good job. He like.
Good luck to him, because after the chance that he had with us in Wales, he 100% deserves now what is
coming his way.
Coming.
Yep, 100%.
Again, he's the kingmaker.
Yeah, definitely a good lad, and so helpful to a lot of people.
Yeah. So he's
a fucking pain.
He's a live wire.
He's a pain in the hole, like with fucking dad jokes. He's a dickhead. See anyone listening to, go and say, why are you not coming on the show? He keeps telling us he's coming on the show and then letting us down.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
He's scared of what now?
He's scared to come that shankle, that's what it is.
We need to get James Blunt on.
I know. Everyone, we'll want you, everyone that's listening in the chat, we'll want you to tag James Blunt and say that, because he's our good mate. Like, why was he
every time he says he's our good mate, I stop a lot.
Why was he our good mate again? I can't remember.
Because back in the very early days of doing podcasts, you made some comment and you just tried to be funny. I'm like, sure, James Blunt's our mate. And then you started tagging him in loads of clips and talking about him, and then tagging him in the clips of you talking about him.
He didn't respond to one.
No, he didn't bite.
Like, I was asking him, could we go and record a podcast? And on the show, I was asking him, could we come and record a podcast at your villa in Ibiza? We'll get a couple of gigs out there and we'll come and record the show. And then I was tagging them. I'm sure his management were like, who the fuck are these two idiots?
Why not? You have to shoot your chances.
They've got a fucking 1,000 views. Who are they? 12 likes.
Could you imagine getting James Blunt in here? What's happening?
Mate,
what's happening, beautiful?
I reckon he would have a laugh.
Oh, 100%. He's very funny on
anytime we've been with him, like, he's been dead on to us. He's one of the nicest. He's a beautiful person.
See if he came on, you would have to do that thing that you done with me with the Oasis lyrics, and see how many times he could say his own lyric.
Remember, I done that.
Mate, that was incredible. That was fantastic. Whenever you did that,
fucking brilliant.
But we should. We should, as if he's coming on. In my head, I'm like,
we should have to dream big. I would love to talk to James Blunt on this show. Tag him in this. Clip it. Put it on TikTok. Put it on Twitter.
Clip it. Happen to more kids again.
I know.
Not James Blunt though. Allegedly.
Tell you what, I've had a real sore left ball for fucking about a week. Like.
Have you?
Well, what's Google that?
No. I
keep checking. There's no lumps on her legs, so that's good. But
they just settle on.
That's what I think it is, mate. I think it's getting in there a car and all, and in a van, that because it's got warmer, my balls are hanging much lower, so I'm sitting on that. That's what I'm putting it down to. But it feels like I've constantly been flicking the ball. The left one too.
No, I've sat on mine from time to time, and yeah, you do have that for a few days afterwards.
I'm getting older too, so they're starting to drop a bit more.
Touching the water when you sit down for a shade, are they?
I have to clean my balls.
Oh, Jason. That's disgusting. How shit would that be?
Yeah, I seen a thing of some girl phoned in a radio station. They were like, what is it? Has your partner ever told you a wee porcupine? She's like, I've been with him for 4 years and it's only stopped last week, but he used to snore really bad and he used to tell me it's because his balls were covering his arsehole. So so he used to go to sleep every night with her cradling his balls to stop him snoring.
Hold on.
4 years she fucking went to sleep holding his balls away from his ass. Oh, fucking hell.
Here, if that's
Magic.
not fucking love, I don't know what is.
I know. And then she says it turned out like they ended up being admitted that that's because she was going like, how long? I'm lifting his balls above his arsehole here. And he's falling asleep but still snoring. I'm sure you can find that clip somewhere. It's funny as fuck.
Holy good fuck. What? I have so many questions.
Google it, mate. I swear to God, falling asleep, holding balls, stop snoring, and then that'll end the show.
Jesus.
Mate, it's funny as fuck. I piss myself laughing but that's what love is.
What is it? Falling asleep, cradling balls. Arsehole? This is gonna give us some weird shit. Like, I cradled this ball for 3 years. Fucking way off.
Best wife ever.
Right, hold on. I don't even know if the audio is set up for you guys to hear this, but we'll see. If not,
unlucky.
Sorry, you're gonna enjoy laughing at this. Creating an airlock. Hold on, sorry. Before we watch the rest of this video, in what world do you believe that snoring's got something to do with your arse being female? Oh, mate.
Told you.
Creating an airlock, so he snored. His toot hole. 3 years.
That's so fucking funny.
That is absolutely incredible.
So that's actually different than what I thought. She was just doing it while he was sleeping. He wasn't actually acting her. She was lifting his balls up while he was sleeping to stop him snoring.
No, he did tell her. He said that's what she said at the start. He told her that it created an airlock and that he needed her to hold him.
That's hilarious.
But what enjoyment are you getting out of that before you go to sleep?
It would just make you horny, surely.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you're not going to be going to sleep anytime soon. Or it's like, oh yeah, we've had a ride now. You've read all the snores out of me. I don't think I'll be wearing tonight.
Fucking hell.
That's incredible. Are you going to try that?
No.
Do you snore?
Nah, I don't know. I never get a complaint anyway.
Is that because she's holding your balls?
Nah, no, she has actually complained a wee bit recently. Like. She's like, I'm fucking holding breath.
They got there.
Like holding my breath in my sleep.
Be like, here, look, I've got a good solution.
I just keep telling her, know what it is. I'm dreaming I'm swimming.
What's that called? Sleep apnea?
Sleep apnea.
You may not do that whenever we're fucking out.
I know.
I'll get the poking stick. We're going to stick that in your extra bag.
That's the thing. But you ever get people, why you bad snoring? And they're like, how the fuck am I meant to know?
Yeah, ask them.
Ask whoever's in the house. Big Keith's a fucking nightmare. Like,
is he?
See, we used to go to Barcelona and all.
Did he ask you to cradle his balls? Did he? I'm sorry, Keith. Oh no, the episode hasn't come out. Oh Jesus! Right on that lovely, cheery, sunshiny moment.
No, let's go. We've been flat that I'm at all week. It's time to have a wee rest, Dave.
I'm busting for the loo because your son was having a bath.
I just went for a piss in the drain.
I know I heard you getting told off by Heather. I was definitely not facing that wrath. Fuck God. Stand there with my dick out with Heather shouting at me. No, I don't need that in my life.
I stage fright, you got.
I don't get stage fright. I'm all right. Once I'm going, I'm going.
I used to be really bad. I'm good now. Like,
you were. It was quite funny. Like, if anyone was in the vicinity.
What do I think it was? It painkillers? I do, like.
Painkillers made you nervous pain?
Pissing in general.
Oh, right, okay.
So I think that's what it was. Like, because it's always struggle to go.
Look at you making it all serious
I
again.
know.
Fuck's sake. We tried to end on a laugh. And like, oh, my fucking painkiller, fucking dependency made me have problems peeing. Ooh, wonderful.
Free, I just want to be.
You get free everything because you're diabetic. Fuck up.
Free queue jump. Come right here, sir.
I'm going to look forward to that. But yes, guys, thank you very much. Have a good one, and we will catch you next week, Wednesday, for the next show. Yeah.
Wednesday night. Yep.
Yep. So yeah, look forward to that. See you later.
Peace.
Did it work?